The need for sustainable energy has never been more urgent. As the global population continues to rise and the effects of climate change become increasingly apparent, the demand for cleaner, renewable energy sources is growing. In this video, we'll explore the future of sustainable energy, delving into how renewable energy sources like solar, wind, hydropower, and emerging technologies are shaping our world, and what innovations will revolutionize energy production in the coming years. For decades, fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas have been the backbone of global energy systems, powering industries, transportation, and homes. But the environmental toll of burning these fuels is becoming increasingly clear. Fossil fuel combustion releases harmful carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, driving climate change and threatening ecosystems across the planet. As fossil fuel reserves continue to deplete and pollution levels rise, it's more important than ever to shift to renewable energy sources that don't deplete the Earth's resources or harm the environment. This transition is at the heart of the global effort to combat climate change and build a more sustainable future. So, how can we meet the world's growing energy needs while reducing carbon emissions and promoting sustainability? Let's take a closer look at the most promising renewable energy sources and their role in powering our world. First, we'll start with solar energy, which is widely considered one of the most abundant and promising forms of renewable energy. Every hour, the sun sends more energy to Earth than the entire world uses in a year. This energy is harnessed through solar panels, which capture sunlight and convert it into electricity. Over the past decade, solar technology has made tremendous strides, both in efficiency and affordability. The cost of installing solar panels has dropped significantly, making solar energy an increasingly viable option for individuals and businesses alike. But the real breakthroughs are yet to come. Scientists and engineers are developing perovskite solar cells, which are cheaper and more efficient than traditional silicon-based cells. These next-generation cells could revolutionize the solar industry and accelerate the widespread adoption of solar power. As we continue to improve solar technology, solar farms, large-scale installations of solar panels, are helping to provide clean energy on a massive scale. These solar farms can generate enough electricity to power entire communities, providing a green alternative to coal and natural gas power plants. In sunny regions of the world, solar power is already becoming a dominant source of electricity. For example, the Mojave Desert in California hosts one of the largest solar farms in the world, and countries like China, India, and Brazil are investing heavily in solar energy. But solar power is not without its challenges. One of the main drawbacks of solar energy is that it's intermittent, meaning the sun doesn't always shine when we need electricity. This is where energy storage technologies come in. The development of efficient and affordable batteries is crucial to making solar power a reliable 24/7 energy source. Lithium-ion batteries are already being used to store energy, allowing solar power to be used even when the sun isn't shining. Additionally, emerging technologies like solid-state batteries promise even higher storage capacities and longer lifespans, making it possible to store large amounts of solar energy for use at night or during cloudy days. In the near future, we may also see the widespread adoption of solar thermal energy storage, which stores heat from the sun and can be used to generate electricity even when the sun has set. Another renewable resource playing a significant role in the energy transition is wind power. Wind turbines, both onshore and offshore, are capable of producing substantial amounts of electricity. Wind power is one of the fastest-growing renewable energy sources worldwide, with countries like Denmark, the UK, and China leading the way in wind energy production. Offshore wind farms, in particular, have gained attention for their ability to generate power in areas with high, consistent winds, often far from urban centers, where space for land-based turbines is limited. As turbine technology improves, offshore wind farms are expected to become even more efficient and capable of providing significant amounts of clean electricity to coastal regions. Yet, like solar energy, wind power also faces challenges. Wind is not always predictable. Some regions experience periods of low wind, which can lead to a gap in electricity generation. This is where smart grids and energy storage technologies again play a critical role. Smart grids can help balance electricity supply and demand by adjusting energy flows in real time, and storage systems can store excess energy generated during windy periods for use later. Hydropower has long been a reliable source of renewable energy, and it continues to play a vital role in sustainable energy systems worldwide. Hydropower harnesses the power of moving water to generate electricity. Large dams have been used for decades to provide steady, renewable energy to populations, but the environmental impact of these dams, including disruptions to local ecosystems and communities, has raised concerns. In response, engineers have developed new technologies that can harness the power of water without the need for massive dams. Tidal energy and wave energy technologies use the movement of water in the ocean to generate power. These technologies are still in the early stages of development, but they offer great potential for coastal regions, where the tides and waves provide a constant, renewable source of energy. Another exciting innovation in hydropower is pumped storage. In this process, excess electricity generated during periods of high demand or from intermittent sources like solar and wind is used to pump water uphill to a reservoir. When demand for electricity is high, the water is released and flows downhill through turbines to generate power. This process allows for large-scale energy storage and helps stabilize the grid. There's also geothermal energy, a renewable resource that taps into the Earth's internal heat. Geothermal power plants use steam from underground reservoirs of hot water to drive turbines and generate electricity. Geothermal energy is available 24/7, making it a reliable source of power. In countries like Iceland and New Zealand, geothermal energy has become a significant part of the energy mix, and in some areas, it is used for heating as well. Geothermal power can be especially beneficial for areas that are geographically situated near geothermal hotspots. As we look to the future, a diverse mix of renewable energy technologies will be crucial for meeting global energy needs. Solar, wind, hydropower, and geothermal energy all have their strengths and weaknesses, but together they can form a balanced, sustainable energy grid. By integrating these technologies with smart grid systems and advanced energy storage solutions, we can create a more resilient and flexible energy system capable of handling the complexities of our modern world. In addition, green hydrogen is emerging as a game-changing energy source. Hydrogen, when produced from renewable sources, can be used as a clean fuel for industries and transportation that are difficult to electrify, such as aviation, steel production, and heavy-duty trucking. Green hydrogen can also be used as a form of energy storage. Excess renewable electricity can be used to produce hydrogen, which can be stored and converted back into electricity when needed. With the right investments, green hydrogen could revolutionize the energy sector and become a cornerstone of the global clean energy transition. But the shift to renewable energy isn't just about technology, it's about policy, investment, and global collaboration. Governments around the world are setting ambitious targets for renewable energy adoption and are investing heavily in clean infrastructure. International agreements like the Paris Agreement are pushing countries to reduce carbon emissions and transition to sustainable energy sources. At the same time, private companies and research institutions are driving innovation, creating new technologies and business models that make the transition to clean energy more feasible and affordable. The future of energy is renewable, and it's happening now. With continued innovation, investment, and political will, we can build a cleaner, more sustainable energy system that reduces our impact on the environment, combats climate change, and provides affordable power to people everywhere.